I did some time traveling last week, going over my logbooks, training and nutrition of the last 5 years. And what I found there was quite surprising. Surprising, but at the same time, very much reinforcing the message that I've been giving you guys on here over these last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You see, when I was at my best, my leanest, my strongest, my most powerful, I did not diet. I did not cut down on carbohydrates, certainly did not cut down on fats. I didn't spend 3+ hours in the gym every single day, and I didn't take any supplements. When I was at my best, I was eating a lot, a high calorie diet for the bulk of the week. And that's the message that I've been telling you guys. If you truly want to get in the best shape of your life, you gotta stop the nonsense diets. You gotta stop the chronic restriction of food, of calories, of food groups. You gotta give your body what it wants. Your body has certain requirements. Your body has certain needs. If you fail to fulfill those needs, it will never give you the things that you want. Not the physique, not the performance, not the life that you want. Over these last 5 years, I went through some hellish experiments, extreme starvation experiments, specifically in 2021. And again, in 2025, January of this year, where I did a full month, actually 6 weeks of alternate day fasting. And it was those hellish experiments that allowed me to go through long stretches of just eating what I want. I never spent more than 2 to 3 months in a year in a calorie deficit. I never went for like these long stretches of time trying to cut down, trying to get leaner, forcing myself through this diet or that diet, or forcing my body through these repeated starvation cycles. Now, I maintain that prolonged fasting is the best tool to get shredded, alongside with death calorie eating, very low calorie consumption. But for short periods, brother, if you fail to get in shape within 2 to 3 months, your plan is completely off. You don't know what you're doing, not with your nutrition, not with your training. If you've been watching my content for more than 2 to 3 months, have applied my strategies, but have not seen the results that I speak of on this channel, you are spinning your wheels. Your program is off. And I'm telling you, you need to eat more, not less. You need to be more liberal with your food, not more restrictive. However, there's a method to the madness. I'll give you an example, a routine that has served me very well over these last 5 years, and that is to eat as much as you want. Clean food, obviously. Whole foods, earth-grown nutrients for the most part. However, eat as much as you want, no restriction on the amount, no restriction on carbohydrates, on fruits, on starches, no restriction on healthy fat sources. Eat until you're happily satisfied, and then throw in a weekly 40 to 48 hour fast. During that fast, you get to have water as much as you want, black coffee and unsweetened teas, nothing else, 0 calories. In addition to that prolonged fast, that 1 weekly fast, you do another day of rock bottom calories, death calorie eating, and that's it. That's 2 days of the week of dieting, if you will. The rest of the week, everything goes. Now, you guys know I like to fast all day and eat 1 meal a day, with the exception of some fruit that I might have during the day, maybe 2 to 3 pieces of fruit. But it's 1 meal a day. Actually, it's not really 1 meal a day. It's all my daily calories, 90% plus of my daily calories consumed within a 2 to 3 hour eating window at the end of the day. That's what I like to do. That does not mean, however, that I always restrict my calories, that I'm always in a calorie deficit because I only eat 1 meal a day. You see, the body will adjust to anything. Any diet you follow, whether it's keto, you like carnivore, you're a vegan, your body will adjust to it. That does not mean that you can override thermodynamics, override physics. That does not mean that your special diet that you're following means that you do not have to control calories. You do not have to create an energy deficit to lose fat. Brother, the only reason you are losing weight on keto, on carnivore, on your sugar diet, on vegan is an energy deficit, is a lack of food. That's the only reason, the only scenario where your body will dig into its fat stores to lose fat. Now, there's plenty of ways to skin a cat. You can create a modest daily calorie deficit, or you can do what I do, which is stay at around maintenance, even a slight surplus, and then bring calories down rock bottom. Cycle in and out of this deficit strategically, never habitually. Never bring calories down and stay there, because what ends up happening is metabolic adaptation, is your body burning less energy to survive, which ultimately has you eating less and less, moving less and less, becoming smaller, weaker, more deflated, but certainly not ripped, certainly not cut. Take this lesson. Your habitual diet has to be high in calories, has to be so much food that it provides your body with everything it needs. If your habitual diet, on the other hand, is always a diet of lack, is always a diet of deficit, chronic deficit, you're never gonna make it. You're gonna feel like trash. You're also gonna look like trash. Yes, you will lose weight, but it's not the good kind, and you will feel it. You will see it in the mirror. So, habitual diet, your day-to-day should be very liberal. You should allow yourself to eat all the food groups and as much food as your body is asking you to eat. This is it. I'd much rather see you eat more food and move your body more, as opposed to just starving yourself for months on end. It does not lead to anywhere good. And I was reminded of that yet again when I looked at my log entries, and that's why I tell people you got to log everything. Log your food, log your training, because you don't have as good a memory as you think. You see, looking back on these last 5 years, specifically 2021 and 2022, when I was arguably in the best shape of my life, I didn't remember that I ate as much as I did. And I'm not going to throw a number out there, because this will distort your view of how much you should eat to get in shape. My rules do not apply to you. And this will also distort the view or the image of what constitutes a good fat loss protocol or a good performance protocol. It's not just fat loss, it's performance across the board. So I'll just leave it at that. I ate for a family of 4 for the bulk of those years. The bulk of those years, we're talking 8-9 months of the year, I ate sumo wrestler calories. And I was sharp, I was chiseled, and I performed at my best. Over these last 2 years, however, it was very difficult for me to maintain this shape and this performance capacity. I employed too much restriction. I went too hard at times, and it didn't serve me anymore. My body stopped responding because I overstayed my welcome. So, again, eat liberally, train your body, move your body, be physically active, get some sunlight, and then go and kill some food. Eat like a man. Don't eat like a starvation, a prisoner of war, a starvation victim. Eat like a man. Eat as much as you need, as your body needs to perform at a very high level consistently. And then strategically introduce a prolonged fast, introduce a couple very low calorie days like I mentioned in this video. And I promise you, the results you will see in the mirror and the results you will experience in day-to-day life will be far better, far superior to your keto diet, to your carnivore diet, to your sugar diet, to your chronic macro control and calorie restriction. This is not it. This is not the way our bodies were designed to function. Talk to you guys soon.